Hey guys, I'm down at the homeless tent encampment on this day before this cold weather is coming in, and basically I brought about 30 bundles of firewood. This is how they are staying warm. Here, if you look over the encampment, they're unloading it right now. But this is, like I said, how they're staying warm here. And you can open the side door and be able to get some more out of here, guys. There we go. Got some more there. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see this, guys. So there we go. You see the firewood, homeless getting the firewood out here. And how's it being used? Well, this is how the people in this camp, this is how they are staying warm. So as you can tell, this is obviously very. Hey, I just brought some more firewood, guys. I just brought some more firewood down there. So this is how somebody brought some food. And all throughout this camp, folk are basically setting fires and huddling around here, basically to try to stay warm. You get everything?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that was fast.
Yeah, very fast. There's snow coming in.
Huh?
The snow about ready to hit.
Sure. So what?
There you go. Yes, sir. Get you some.
And this is Kevin. What are your thoughts, Kevin, as
Man,
the snow gets ready to come in?
it's coming in. We trying to get ready. Trying to stay warm. God bless you. Can bring this extra firewood. Man, we gonna need it. We gonna need it. Definitely gonna need it.
What else do you need?
Propane, hand sanitizer, prayer. You know, we need all that. Blankets, and just anything to stay warm. Hand sanitizer, hot hands, blankets, firewood. This firewood here be gone by morning.
Really?
By morning. This will be gone by morning. They're gonna take it to the tent so they can burn it. They fire pits in the tent to try to stay warm. Then we have, a couple people, a few people that be out doing security, so they burn firewood all night long.
So you said this will be gone by morning.
By morning, this here will be gone by morning.
Basically, your whole thing really is trying to, and this is about 30 bundles of it, but this is just trying to stay, you're just trying to stay warm.
Just trying to stay warm, that's all. Trying to stay warm. Like I said, this here probably will be gone by the morning time.
What's the scariest part of this cold weather for you?
The scariest part is not being able to stay warm, because, like I said, last year I lost 2 toes because I wasn't warm enough. This year I'm trying to prevent me and everybody else from doing the same thing. Same thing happened over. So this is why we, pleading for firewood, hand sanitizer, anything for us to stay warm.
Now you're in. How warm is it?
I need my ID, gang.
How warm is it in the tents?
In the tents, it'll be like 40 degrees, about 40 degrees. Because, we can't have the fire too close to the tents.
Right.
And if we don't have hand sanitizer burn inside, it'd be about like 40 degrees. Then what we do is try to take some of the hand warmers and put
Let's
them.
move right over here, away from my man here. Okay.
Come on.
We'll take the hand warmers. We'll lay a blanket down, and we'll put hand warmers on there, like 6 of them, 2 by your feet, 2 by your knees, 2 by your chest, and put a thin sheet over top of it. And then we'll lay on that, and then we'll put the covers over top of it, and that'll keep you warm. The hand visors will last about 6 to 7 hours at one time. We just got to make sure you don't touch your skin, because they can burn you. But as long as we put the sheets over top of them, we can stay warm.
You were in the tent when you lost your toes with frostbite.
Yeah, but I was, and I was actually thinking about everybody else and taking care of myself. And like everybody was saying, in order for me to help others, I got to make sure to take care of myself, keep myself warm.
Right.
So, I'm trying to make preparations for that.
What are you going to do differently this time around?
I'm not going to stay out in this cold long.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I got to do for a little bit, go back in, get warm.
Okay.
Make sure my bones stay warm, and then go back out, do a bit more, come back in.
How many people are in this encampment?
As of right now, it's like 45 to 50 and growing. And some people, I'm not hard to turn everybody away,
Right.
especially in this cold weather. I mean, we'll bundle up and just, come together as we can.
You had a number of people who were impacted by the tornado down here, didn't you?
Yes, we had like 3 families down here, and a couple of the families, once they, house got back together, they donated the stuff that they brought for themselves back to the camp. Thank you for letting them come, and I was grateful for them giving back what they bought for themselves.
Well, this is all. Now, they're opening up shelters. Why can't the people here all go to the shelter?
The reason for that is because, say, the shelter's at 12th and Market. Once you walk down there, you froze. Then the shelters don't stay open all night long. Then when you walk back, by the time you make it halfway back, you back cold. So that doesn't make no sense for them to walk way up there. Walk way up there. They come walk back because it's defeating the purpose. They're already cold again. I was wishing they would bring a warming station closer. We got big fields right here that's owned by the state or owned by the city. They could have put a warming station closer to this side of the town. It's not just for the homeless. It's say people that's in their houses. Something happens in front of them, a short circuit or something.
Right.
They also needed somewhere to go.
But you got like 45 to 50 people here, but what you're saying is by the time you walk to
a warming station and walk back, you back cold. So it didn't really make no sense for you to even leave your tent to go all the way up there for. Because, I mean, it's you're going to be cold.
I mean, you're freezing as it is.
Yeah, exactly.
What should they do? Just put someplace closer to where people are?
Closer to where people are. They got them up in the city where the business is at.
Uh-huh.
We trying to stay away from the businesses so we won't make them lose no money.
Right.
So why come you bring something closer to where it's needed?
Especially since you got 50 people right here.
Right here.
Right here in the camp. You've got 50 people right there who are trying to stay warm, but they put the shelter way away from where you are.
Where it needs to be. You can see by you paint around, you see we got fires going on. People got fires going already just to stay warm, and it's not even got as cold as it's going to get yet. The snow haven't even started yet.
What else is the city doing? They said we're going to open up some shelter beds for people to stay warm. I know a number of people call 211 and still have problems getting a shelter bed. Is the city doing anything else?
That's what I know of. I haven't seen nothing. We haven't seen nothing. Nobody's even came down here to talk to us. To talk to anybody down here. Nobody's said they've seen something. See somebody from the city, so they're not doing nothing. From what we see, they're not doing nothing. It's the same thing as last year. Nothing at all. And as you can see, the firewood is diminishing as we speak.
Yeah, I see people coming and getting the coming and getting the firewood.
That's why we was trying to get a jump on it, so we was trying to act like squirrels. Like squirrels in the summertime, they collect nuts and stuff.
And this is the wood I just brought down here. And so
down.
people are getting it now to try to
get ready so they have to walk so far. And you see it's already diminishing down almost as half of what you already brought.
Right.
Just in the last 10 minutes.
And that was 30 bundles.
That's 30 bundles. Just in 10 minutes is almost halfway gone. They just take it to their tents where they don't have to go walk from the tent all the way down here.
Right.
They just step outside the tent or, and put it on. Everybody don't get cold. Because like you say, in and out, heat to cold, that also can cause frostbite. And that's what I was doing,
And then you had one person who lost a leg.
Yeah, Michael, is that new name we call him Vamp. He lost his whole right leg at the bottom, from the knees down.
Has the city has not sent anyone down here to check on you guys, see what you need, try to provide some help, anything?
We haven't seen nothing. The only thing we get is from the donors, people that just see see us on Facebook talking about it, and they came down there and blessed us. We need more because we help. We also do with this here, where we at right here. Also down at the Greyhound, and also down at the train depot. We try to share some.
Right.
At least 3 spots in each camp. And they have the heat where they can join together.
Right.
Everybody don't have their own. We have to bunk up.
So people bring things down here, and you share them with the other places where the homeless are gathered.
Yes.
The other locations. Go ahead.
Like for Thanksgiving, Mike came down. And we had some those big logs we had down there.
Mike Avery?
Big logs we had down here.
Yeah.
His crew came down and they cut that up. And that's half of what that was down there.
Wow.
It's already gone. That was just from yesterday to now.
Yeah.
So we need help. We need the heat and stuff.
This is when you really need the help.
This is when we need help. We really need the help. Like in order for us to stay warm, we need this kind of stuff. Hand sanitizer, we burn it because it's a clean burn. We won't get no after effects for it. We won't get sick over it.
Right.
We can burn on the inside, take the little small cans, take the little vegetable cans and stuff cardboard in them. After we clean them out, stuff cardboard in them, pour the sanitizer in that can, and the cardboard soaks up the sanitizer. So when you light it, it produces heat. It should be a clean burn.
Even if the city brought down hand warmers and blankets and something, but they're not even doing that.
I haven't seen none of that. Nothing from the city. Nothing that says city. Nobody's saying here is the court. This is the department of the city.
Right.
Nothing. We have the females there out here busting and getting into their tents. We need this in order to survive.
This is it.
This is it. Just like the electric companies won't cut your heat off in the wintertime, your electric off in the wintertime.
Right.
We don't have no electric. We got, so we need firewood, hand sanitizer, and hand warmers just to keep warm, just to be able, hopefully, that we wake up the next morning. With God's help, that's the only thing we can hope for.
What's your biggest fear in all this?
Somebody else losing a body part, or somebody dying because of the cold. Like last year, I sacrificed myself for others, and some other people did the same thing. But now, we got to think about ourselves and everybody. So, like I said, in order for the ones that's trying to reaching out to people to help us, we got to make sure that we also able to stay warm to be able to reach out.
And these fires are so important. I'm looking right over here where they have their fire going.
Exactly.
And so it's a number of people around that fire, not just one person.
Everybody's trying to stay warm. This is a community. This is our community. We're trying to keep everybody warm. Don't save one, save 100. That's our motto. We're trying to save everybody that's out here, that's in this community, and outside of the community.
Okay, buddy. I told you I was going to get back down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I knew it. Once you said you was coming, I knew you was coming. So, God bless you. And like yesterday, we call her boss lady, Miss Wilford. She came down and we had Thanksgiving dinner. She put up 2 big pavilions, tables,
right,
black tabletop, flowers, and we had a place where you can eat inside, or you can take it, it back with you. That was a blessing. She came down, and did that for us.
Right.
Before she.
Who did? What's her name?
We call her boss lady.
Okay.
She's known by
all
boss
right.
lady.
Okay.
My boss lady. She came down, and her family and friends and her Facebook friends came down, and they blessed us with dinner, clothing, water, dog food. Dogs were so happy yesterday they didn't even bother nobody when they was eating. She bought all the turkey bones from the turkeys, and you said, go ahead, Tiffany. And she brought even down for the dogs was happy that she came down here.
Right.
That's Tiffany right there. She's taking firewood back to her spot.
So basically, what you get are private citizens who care about you guys who are coming down.
Yes, sir.
Send out a word to. What would you say to the mayor if you could talk to Kara Spencer?
Act like the rest of them are doing. Help us, help you, help us. In order for you to help us, we need to know what we need to do for you to help us. It's not just no one-way street. We are willing and most of us are capable of able to help you do whatever you want for the city. If we have to go out and pick up trash somewhere, we're willing to do that just for a little help from the city. We're not just sitting there accepting things. We also try to give it back what we get. And we give it back the stuff that the donors gave to us to help, not just her, but everybody that needs some help. We're trying our best to do what we need to do to keep stuff coming in for us.
And this is important.
This is very important.
This is survival.
Like you said, it's survival. It's like I said, we're not trying to leave nobody behind. We're trying to we're sticking together. Through all the turmoil that goes around, everybody got their own individual problems.
Right.
But in the long run, we all come together up here as a community to help each other. Even if we mad at somebody, we still help that person.
Right.
And one of the things that if you are in problems with your brother, how can you be you know, with your father. How can you be one with your father if you're not helping your brother, helping your sister? You know, that's what we preaching. This is the field of hope, and we're hoping that everybody, especially the city, kick in, because everybody else is doing it, helping us kick in. You know, they come down and feed us. We come down here, we help set them up. We help them break themselves down. You know,
And it's already cold.
and it's already cold.
Right, even right now, it is cold.
It's cold right now. The only thing right now is the snow ain't started, and we're trying to get everything together, get the tarps tightened down for everybody. Make sure if it do snow kind of heavy or whatever, that the snow will slide off the tent and won't damage our tents that we do have. You know, we're trying to make it to where
But it's cold even in the
it's
tents.
cold in the tents right now. Yes, I said when with the heat in it, it gets to about no higher than maybe 50 degrees. But once you know, and we'll deal with that.
When it gets cold,
It
then
drops
it's
down-
a lot lower than
It
that.
drops down to like 45 to 30.
Yeah.
But we know all we trying to do is keep it above freezing, keep your body's temperature warm, and it stay in a regular place. You know, when we keep our body warm, then we'll be all right.
All right, I'm
We
gonna
just need
check
help
on
from
you,
the
buddy.
city.
I'm gonna be down here.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, it's gonna get back down.
Oh yeah. I knew it. So that's what we have to get back to. Look, you see it again. Firewood steady going down. You haven't even left yet.
Right. I'm still here.
Another 20, 30 minutes,
It's
all
half
that-
gone.
All that probably be gone before you leave.
Wow. All right, Kev.
All right,
Thank you, sir.
no problem.
All right, buddy. And there we are. That is Kevin, and we are down here at the homeless tent encampment. And all those, like I said, I brought about 30 bundles of firewood. About half of it's gone right now, as people have come to get those bundles of firewood in order to try to keep their tents warm. You can see the fires over here, right behind me. You can see it there. And there are other fires that are over here as well, as people do their best to try to not only keep themselves warm, keep their neighbors warm, and everybody gets an opportunity. Everybody gathers around. Everybody gathers around those areas in order to stay.
3 years ago when you guys were first out.
Everybody gathers around those areas to stay warm. And so, like I said, the help they're getting is from private individuals, people coming like myself and others, and people who are coming to help and provide them, hey, even the dog's coming, provide them with help here. People coming down, like I said, the public who's coming down. It looked like somebody brought some tents. Was that somebody? Yeah, looks like somebody brought some tents down,
He
and
brought some covers, some tents, some sleeping bags.
of course that's needed.
This is a private citizen, not the state.
So what you got?
Oh, everything. Tents, sleeping bags.
What's your name?
Oats, Ted Rude.
Ted, what made you decide to do this?
I saw your post on Facebook, and I'm with the O'Fallon Church of Christ. I run our homeless ministry. We've been down here before, and I said, hey, all this stuff I've got, is it doing any good in my garage? Let's get it down there. So.
Well, that's a great thing that you're doing, especially in a cold night with this cold weather coming.
Right. I meant to do this earlier today, and then I got tied up doing leaves and stuff, and
Right.
thought, oh, it's getting dark. What are we going to do now?
Right.
You know, I'll just wait. And I saw your post, and I'm like, God wants me to go do this.
Well, thank you, buddy. What's your name again?
Ted Rude,
Where you from?
O'Fallon, Missouri.
You
Yeah.
drove in from O'Fallon?
Yeah, sure. You bet.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it,
Thank
buddy.
you.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. Person who saw my post, who came down and bring in some sleeping bags and tents and everything. And this is why I do this. I'll tell you guys this all the time. You say, well, why do I tell people what I'm doing? Why do I show them this? That's because other people see it. They get inspired to do something. God puts it on their heart to do something. And then the people here get actually more help. Because I can't do everything, right? But when we put the word out, right? God says his word does not come back empty-handed. Well, we put the word out, and that's what happens. Other people see it. They respond. God puts it on their heart to come out and do something and help. And the same thing with this gentleman who drove all the way from O'Fallon down here to help, to bring tents and everything to help the people try to survive this bad weather that is coming in. This is just amazing, guys. I just love to see. I just love to see this. Love to see citizens responding. Love to see citizens helping out and responding to their fellow human beings who are down here. We'd love to see the city of St. Louis doing more. It seemed like they believe that if they open some shelter beds, and that's the end of what they need to do. It's not the end of what they need to do. We have citizens bringing tents and bringing sleeping bags, and there are some people bringing blankets and everything like this gentleman is doing. They could send somebody from the city down here from Human Services to see what the people need. Like they say, there are some shelters opening up, but the shelters are a long way away from where these people are, and they're saying, well, by the time they walk over to the shelter, they're going to be frozen like a popsicle, right? And then a lot of times they won't have enough shelter beds, and so people will be calling 211 and will be told, sorry, no beds available. I've had that happen. I've been working with New Life Evangelistic Center, and they've had that happen too. Look at this gentleman. He drove from O'Fallon, Missouri, or O'Fallon, Illinois? Missouri, okay. This gentleman who drove from O'Fallon, Missouri, bringing sleeping bags and coats and blankets and some of everything to help the people down here. So we're having individuals and citizens all over coming down. He said he saw my Facebook post about what I was doing, bringing wood down and everything for the people down here, and that inspired him to do more. And we're asking other people in the public, if you can, come down. 10th and Cass is where we are. Like I said, Mike Avery brought some wood over there. He's got a stack. He's got a stack of wood that he brought. It's about half gone right now, but brought it over for the people here. So, and it's important for them to be able to keep those fires going. And so we have so many people helping. What we need is the city to do more. Like I said, they send to have memos, and you would think they're doing everything, but many times people will call 211 and can't get shelter space, and people over here, the shelter's a long way away, and so they'll freeze trying to get to the shelter. But you would think the city would send someone. The city has all these people working for the city, and they've got departments that the city has. They got millions of dollars they get from the federal government to help the homeless. They could send some of the workers over to meet with these folks during the day to see, hey guys, what do you need? How can we help? They've got to do more than just provide a shelter bed, because one, they don't have enough for everybody to get into anyway. And then two, the people are in need, like I said, of blankets and of coats and of hand warmers and other things they need to stay warm. Wood. How about that? How about the city get some wood and drop it off? But even if they don't want to do that, they could bring blankets and hand warmers and whatever else they could do. Why don't they come and meet with the people over here and see what they need? That's a good start to do it, as opposed to just say, well, we're going to open some shelter beds and say that's the end of what they need to do. The people who are homeless, who are in these situations, actually need even more than the shelters, because they can't get to them anyway because they're so far away. So the city must do more. They're not doing enough. And it's good that they're opening some shelter beds. It's good that they're opening more shelter beds. But guess what? The homeless here, they need even more than just the shelter beds, especially to make it into things to survive. Like I said, some people lost toes from frostbite last winter. And one person lost their legs, and so they're trying to figure out how to insulate tents, for example. But if the city would send some of their experts over and sit down and talk to them, they can find out what all they need, and not just chalk it up to, we're going to open some few shelter beds. That's not going to be enough for everybody. We're going to open a few shelter beds, and that's going to be it. They need more than a few shelter beds. Any event, we hope this message gets across to the city. We hope they can actually send some people over here to the tent encampment on 10th and Cass just to talk to people and find out what they need, find out what's necessary, and try to do that as well, as opposed to assuming they know everything without having talked to everybody who's dealing with the homeless. We talked to Reverend Larry Rice yesterday when they were giving away items to the homeless on Thanksgiving. I was out there on Thanksgiving as they were giving away coats and blankets and food and everything. And he was saying the city hadn't even talked to him, hadn't even called him. They've been at it 50 years. And so they're experts on the homeless. And so the city officials, they don't know, but they don't want to talk to the people who've been doing it out here for some 50 years. That's one thing I can say about Mayor Lyda Crewson. At a point, Mayor Crewson started off bad, and we were criticizing Mayor Crewson. Won't even talk about Tashara Jones. Let's go back to Mayor Crewson because it ended well. But Mayor Crewson started slow, and we would talk about what the city wasn't doing, and we were critical. But Mayor Crewson picked up the pace. She figured it out, and she turned out to be a pretty decent mayor as far as trying to do something for the homeless. What she did was she met with the heads of the homeless organizations who have been doing this for decades, sat down, got their ideas, and then got the program going to help the homeless. And that proved to be, she proved to be effective at helping the homeless deal with a bitterly cold winter. She got the warm-up buses out there. We couldn't get to Shara Jones to do it, but Mayor Crewson got the warm-up buses out there. She would have like 2 buses out there, and when it got cold, she would bring them out in midday. She wouldn't even wait until late at night to bring the warm-up buses. So we're hoping that Kara Spencer does at least as well as Mayor Lyda Crewson did. We have not seen her rise to that level so far. Hoping that she gets there. We're not there yet. But any event, the people here, this tent encampment, and they share with other encampments around here, whatever they get, they share it. If you can help, if you have wood, if you have firewood, logs, they can use that. We're down at 10th and Cass in St. Louis. If you have blankets and coats, they need that. Hand warmers, whatever you have that will help the folks here stay warm, they need it. If you can't get by tonight, try tomorrow. That helps. They'll need it then too. So, but this is the time to step forward, helping your fellow human beings. About 45 to 50 people down here. Many of them some folks have come from were victims of the tornado. They lost their homes in the tornado and ended up down here. So people have come from all over and for many different reasons. But this is the time. This is the time where help is desperately needed down here, 10th and Cass in St. Louis. And that shout out also to the city and the mayor, Kara Spencer. You must do more. I'm going to stay on top of this, guys.